Okay, y'all, so Christmas is over. If you're anything like me, you're feeling like you need to throw away half the things in your house. So we had our baby, and things are just feeling very cluttered and unorganized right now. So I am going to clean out a closet and reorganize some things, and I thought that I would show y'all. So here we go. So this is the current state of my son's bedroom. He does not sleep in this bed and has not in about a year. His room is extremely small. So every night he does sleep in our daughter's bedroom with our daughter. He does not like to sleep by himself. So I had put this dresser right here for the baby's stuff. And then for a changing table, I need to clean that up. And then I did hang up all of the baby's clothes in here. And then our son's clothes are in the other bedroom. So, with our daughter's stuff. But this room is just so small. So my thought was, we have a closet. I'm gonna show y'all. We're gonna take this dresser out. We're gonna clean out that closet and put the dresser in the closet to change our son's clothes in there. I mean, change his diapers, I'm sorry. And then it does have a rack to hang up. So we're gonna put all the baby clothes over in that closet and then put my son's clothes back in here. He'll have a little more room. This will take out. Obviously, we're gonna take this down. And then this is actually a loft bed, and this shelf goes under it. So I'm gonna see if my husband maybe tomorrow will have this lifted and put this shelf under here to try to also free up some space for our son to play. So I'm thinking we'll lift that, and then he has a beanbag and we'll put that under there. The shelf, we're gonna put, I'm thinking some books. They never use this TV, so I think we're gonna maybe sell that. The PlayStation, we will either put in our daughter's room or in the living room. They only use that to watch movies. It's honestly not used very often, but that's the only thing that we have to watch movies on. So we're gonna have his books on here, and then he has several Lego sets that he got for Christmas. No, that's not all from us. That's from us and both sides of the family, and then family friends. So I'm sure we'll, build those and then have them stacked up. So yeah, let's go. This is the current state of the closet. I did already start cleaning stuff out. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. It was like to the bottom of this sign. There was big boxes in here filled with stuff. And then it does have this rack to hang up clothes. So I'm thinking the changing table will go in here. We can hang up our son's clothes and then give our older son kind of his bedroom back.
My shadows curve, silver moves we don't deserve. Streetlights blinking time with us, turning dust to golden rust. Dancing in the moonlight, no steps, just the right light. Was asleep, we're wide awake, making dreams with every shade. Dancing in the moonlight, no steps, just the right light. World's asleep, we're wide awake, making dreams.
just want to say, like, I think so many of us get caught up in like these influencers online, and obviously it's so nice to like have nice things, and you know, if you live in a huge house and you have 5-6 bedrooms, great. But that's not always real life, and that's not always the scenario for everyone. So as you can see, like, we do have a 3-bedroom house. It is very small. I don't know the square footage, but it is small. And you know, like, we just had a baby, and I'm out of breath. You know, with our last two, obviously, like, we set up a nursery for them. This is our 3rd kid, and I think that you kind of realize, honestly, it doesn't really get used. He sleeps in a bassinet in our room because babies wake up every 2 to 3 hours, and you know, you have to feed them and you have to change their diapers, so he's sleeping in a bassinet in our room. He will continue doing that for a few months. And so really in their room, like, all you're doing is changing their diaper and getting them dressed. And so there's nothing wrong with, you know, putting that in a closet, because it's like you're changing his diaper and that's it. And you know, our son's room just became very cluttered, and I would get frustrated because I would walk in here and it just felt smaller and smaller every time I would come in here. And especially with like Christmas just happened, it is definitely a mess right now. But I'm just here to let you know that not everyone has a gigantic bedroom for every single child in their family. If you have a small home, you have a small home. I think, you know, I found myself doing it also. You get caught up, you see these people with these gigantic houses on Instagram or YouTube or whatever, and they're, you know, $1 million houses, and you sometimes find yourself wanting those things, or feeling like maybe you don't have enough because your house isn't $1 million house or $2 million house or whatever. But then I stop and I think, and I'm like, even if, you know, I financially was able to do that, would I have a house that size? Would I have a house that looked like that? Honestly, no, I would not. Yes, we would buy a house that was bigger than this. But I wouldn't want those things. I wouldn't want to spend all my money on a house that is so large like that. And so I just think it's important to remember what really matters. What do you really want in life? If you did have all the money in the world, what would you genuinely do with it? And just genuinely think about what's important to you, what's important to your family, what's going to benefit you and help your children in the future. And so for us, you know, our goals would just to be to pay off debt and to buy a home and pay off my vehicle, and then just save money and invest money. And I wouldn't want to sit here, and to me that is just a waste of money, to buy a house that is so large with so much room that truly you just don't need. So just wanted to add that in here, because social media definitely can make you feel like you aren't enough or you don't have enough, and that's just not the truth. So just wanted to add that in here. I'm gonna finish up putting up his clothes and clean up a little bit. Yeah, okay, so let's go. We're gonna put all these clothes in the baby closet, and I don't know what I'm gonna do after that. They are organized by size, so I'm gonna do that, and then I'm probably gonna wake up my baby because it is like 4 or 5 o'clock and he's been sleeping quite a bit today. So yeah, we need to wake him up for a couple hours so he doesn't stay up all night. So let's go. the clothes hang over the mat, so like his head would be here, so the clothes would be hitting him on the head. So I do have his clothes split up with these little dividers, so I'm thinking that I may just keep up to 3 to 6 months, and then I could just have like some on this side and some on that side. And then my daughter's closet is a lot bigger, and so because we're gonna put my older son's clothes back in his closet, I can put all this in my daughter's closet because she does have a lot of room. Obviously he won't be wearing this for quite a while, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. And then I think that would be perfect, honestly. So nice.
It's all gonna be good. Don't worry about nothing. Don't worry about nothing. Nothing now. It's all gonna be good. So breathe like you know you should. Yeah, breathe till you've understood. Until you're feeling like yourself again. Feel the sunlight on your skin. Keep your heartbeat beating. Go on, breathe in.
Okay. I think that's perfect. I think it fits perfectly. I'm not gonna sit on his head. If these little onesies do bother him, I'll just fold them up and put them in the dresser so that it'll just be the shirts that hang. Honestly, he's already almost too big for the newborn size, so that'll all be coming out. And then I'll probably put all these 0 to 3 months will go in the dresser anyway, so it'll be perfect.